Welcome into Between the Uprights. I'm your host, Joe. And before we get started, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. It's down there in the corner. You know where it's at. Do that for me if you can. Now, many people have seen the new kickoff format this preseason, and it has been met with mixed reviews. Some think it's weird, some think it's idiotic, and most of us think it's unfamiliar. Truth be told, if you hadn't been watching USFL, you would never have seen where this came from, which brings up the question, is the NFL using the USFL as a guinea pig for rules? Now, regardless of what we all think, and a lot of us are like, I'm tired of this Roger Goodell, and he just looks at us like, that's too damn bad. It's how they're kicking. So we are going to have to deal with it for this year. And if the injuries are down, the returns are up, it might just stick. We could have to get used to this for the foreseeable future. But it did get me thinking, what else could the NFL look to grab from its lab rat, the USFL, as far as rules go? These are the rules that I would like to see in the NFL.
Number 1, 3-point extra point.
In the USFL, a 3-point try happens when a team lines up at the 10-yard line and manages to score. They have one play to do it, and it can greatly change the game. Think about it. Your team scores, but is down 3-2 after a successful extra point. In an end-of-game situation, it totally changes the dynamic and adds so much drama if they're able to go for 3. Or if your team would only be up 2 after a touchdown and 3 after an extra point, suddenly they got a shot to be up 5, and it changes everything. Everything changes. You cannot tell me that would not make the game so much more interesting. I'm totally for it.
Number 2, onside kick 4th down try.
We all know the onside kick is dead. It has been before this new kickoff rule. It was honestly barely an option in crucial game situations. It really only worked in surprise situations. You know, like the Saints did against the Colts at halftime in the Super Bowl. Well, this would give the scoring team an opportunity to convert a 4th and 12 to retain possession. That sounds significantly more high stakes to me than some onside kick that hardly works and surely won't now that you gotta let the other team know it's happening.
Number 3, replay to overturn incorrect personal foul calls.
Now, this one, in all honesty, is my favorite. And here's why. We've all been sitting at home watching a game and yelled at our TVs, "That's not pass interference. What are you talking about?" Well, with this rule, we'd be able to have those calls overturned and corrected by a replay committee. That's right. They could be overturned. This could apply to roughing the passer, defensive and offensive pass interference, hits on defensive players, face mask penalties, horse collars, and more. Any personal foul could be overturned if incorrectly called. It means no more would we have to have this conversation with our friends the following day. Man, they got robbed. How could the ref make that call? It'd be done. We wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. We would have all the calls correct. A committee would be able to do those by the book based on what they see. It would no longer be up to a referee to make the call or players begging for the call to come in and being able to do that. You're telling me you wouldn't be down for that? You wouldn't want that as an NFL fan? What more can we do to get more out of this than just have those things? And honestly, Roger Goodell, come on, Roger. If you're going to give us the kickoff from the USFL, how about you give us the good rules too? We, the fans, would actually thank you.